Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today isn't going to be like a tutorial or anything. It's going to be more of just I wouldn't say girl to girl, because I mean guys can watch this too, and it's just basically about weight loss. At the beginning of this year I did post up a video about a fitness haul and things like that, and how I was going to let you know how I got on with my weight loss and things like that. And well, it actually took me quite a while to get started on losing the weight, but once I got doing it, it just kept going and kept going and kept going. Eventually I forgot I was trying to lose weight. Overall, I think I started properly beginning of May, maybe, late April. And since then to now, I've lost about 20 pounds. To be honest, time has just flown by, and I always thought I'd be one of those people saying, you know, I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life, I'm going to be big for the rest of my life. And I eventually that got drummed into my head, and I never thought I'd be any different. So sometimes I didn't even try, but it just got to the point when I thought, I want to feel good and I want to look good, so I'm going to give it a go. And yeah, it's completely changed my life and I love it. I think it was more when I was younger. At school, I was never popular. I was quite big. I was one of the bigger girls, and I remember like non-uniform days and everything. All the girls would come in looking great, skinny and sexy, and there'd just be me in frumpy clothes because I was just too fat to wear anything nice. And I remember being embarrassed all the time, and it was really, really off-putting. I wasn't always big through school. It got to about year 10, year 11 maybe. Year 10 mainly because I went through a really bad depressive time, and I had 6 months of school, and in that 6 months I think I gained about 3 stone. About that, yeah, there was a lot of weight I gained. And I just remember finally weighing myself after all that time, thinking, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. And then I saw the scales and I thought, I'm 15 years old, I shouldn't weigh that much. And then I remember I used to cry myself to sleep a lot because of how I let myself get. And it was only myself to blame. I had no one else to blame. It was my own doing. I would sit there and eat bags of sweets and crisps to myself and stuff, and it's just thinking about it now, as nice as they tasted, it wasn't worth it to let myself get that bad and get in that state. And then after that, I'd always been quite big. A few years later, I think, it was shortly after I met my boyfriend, I went through a bit of a depressive state, and I actually didn't eat for 3 weeks. And it wasn't because I was trying to lose weight, it was just because I was depressed. Food was the last thing on my mind. And I remember I'd be like a typical, you know, stereotypical emo. I'd be sitting in the corner, just not wanting to talk to anyone. And I remember for 3 weeks I didn't eat, and I lost about a stone in those 3 weeks. And I felt good, but I remember I always struggled to keep it down, keep it the same. Because, you know, you lose weight too quick, you eat the smallest little thing and it's just going to pile back on. And it always did with me. It was up and down, up and down. I was a typical yo-yo dieter. And one day I kind of let that healthy eating just go down the pan, and I went back to my old weight when I was in school. And this wasn't actually that long ago, it was only at the beginning of this year, I think. And I remember thinking, I'm back here again and I feel so lost and out of touch. I just felt I'm going to be like this forever. And then I don't know what motivated me to do it. I just one day thought, I'm going to try and I'm going to give it a go. And because, you know, I've been trying all sorts of different diets and everything to lose weight, I've done so much research that I think I know enough to be like everyone's personal food dietitian person, or whatever the word is. Because, you know, I know how many calories are a pound, I know, you know, what's good, what's not and everything, and I could plan out a meal easily. I know how many calories people should eat in a day, and I'm grateful to know all that because it has helped a lot. I'd also been using apps like MyFitnessPal and Endomondo and things like that, and they've really, really helped. I think without those apps I wouldn't have gotten as far as I've gotten today. MyFitnessPal is like a calorie counting app. You basically just put in your weight, your height, and how much exercise you do and what your goal weight is, and it basically just tells you like how many calories you should eat in a day. And yeah, and you know, like your goal weight, like your goal of fat and how much fat you should eat, how much salt and everything like that. And it's helped massively. And Endomondo is basically like a fitness tracker. You just put GPS on your phone, and you just select what sort of exercise you're doing, put it in your pocket, just go, and it just tracks where you go, how fast you go, and how many calories you're burning. And yeah, it's a great help. Also, not only does things like that help, it's eating habits. You have to change your eating habits if you want to lose all this weight. Because I know before I would think, oh, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to give up pizza and KFC and McDonald's and stuff like that. Because back then I thought I'd have to give it up completely. And I think most people who are dieting do give it up completely, but I don't. I think if I give it up completely, I'll make myself unhappy. I love my food. Anyone wants to take my food away from me, I'm like, you die first. Seriously, I love my food. And I just think instead of having the most unhealthiest option, I'll go for the healthiest option. So I still eat takeaways and things like that, just not every week. Like takeaways, I think every couple of months or so I'll have a takeaway. KFC every month or so, same with McDonald's, same with pizza and stuff like that. And it gives me something to look forward to as well. So I feel good once I've eaten it because I think that's my treat. I can continue to eat healthy. I mean, eating healthy is fun too, but it's not as good as eating a pizza or something like that. But if you're having a takeaway, say like an Indian, for example, I love Indian food. It's the best. My favourite was a chicken tikka korma. Loved chicken tikka korma with pilau rice. And I looked up online how many calories there are in a portion that you get from your takeaway. And in the chicken tikka korma alone, there was 1,100 calories. I just remember sitting there thinking, oh my god, that is a lot. And then I just kind of did a lot of research and things like that. And I then found out that, you know, instead of chicken tikka korma, I go for a chicken biryani. Chicken biryani is only about 700 calories and it's got rice in it, so it's all included. And you could have Bombay potatoes, they're about 220 calories, things like that. If you're eating Chinese, go for like a chow mein. Depending on what chow mein you have, they can range from like 500 calories to about 800-900. But try and stay away from the fried stuff, stick to boiled things. I went to a restaurant not long ago and we all had to have a starters and main, and you didn't have to have a dessert, but I thought I'd been good with my starters and my main, I'll have a sorbet or something at the end. My starters, I had dim sum, and it was boiled, and it was the tastiest thing I'd ever eaten, ever. And then for my main, I had just prawns with asparagus. And I hated asparagus until then because I thought, you know, it sounds healthy, so I'll eat it. And I had boiled rice, I remember actually. Yeah, boiled rice is good because it's not fried. So yeah, and with pizzas and things like that, instead of meat feasts or stuffed crust, Italian crust, because it's the smallest crust. Low fat cheese if you can get it, if not, don't worry. And try not to have toppings if possible. I mean, I love toppings and my favourite is Hawaiian, and luckily that is one of the low fat toppings you can get. If not, just have a margarita and normal cheese and tomato. I know you may be thinking, like, you know, that's a terrible idea, I wouldn't want to eat that. But then if you're going to think like that, don't expect to lose weight, because you have to think like that. You have to drum it in here to eat good. And that doesn't mean, you know, as long as you have the healthy options, you can eat it all the time, because yeah, you may lose weight, but you'll be causing yourself damage somewhere else in your body. And that's kind of what you want to stay away from. Now, not only do I have I changed my eating habits, I've also changed my drinking habits. And that's, you know, normal soft drinks and alcohol. I didn't really drink alcohol much before anyway. I was always, I don't know, I didn't really drink it over the weekends when I'm with my boyfriend and stuff like that, because that's when I just sit back and I relax. And I love cider. I used to drink cider all the time. In one night I could put away about 7 or 8 pints of the stuff. But it's incredibly sugary. So instead of drinking cider all the time, I now have one of the most lowest calorie drinks, which is a slimline gin and tonic. If you buy these already pre-packed in a can, they're only about 22 calories each. And you could have 5 for under 150 calories. And that sounds amazing, because 5 is probably enough for the night, seeing as they're like 6.5% each, depending on what you have. And And if you like vodka, don't have full fat Coke or full fat lemonade, have diet. Because diet is the best thing to do. Fizzy drinks are just empty calories, like, you know, you get Coca-Cola and things like that. I looked on the side of a bottle and it turns out that for a normal 500ml of Coca-Cola, there is about 210 calories. That could be lunch, that could be breakfast. You know, instead of normal, have diet. I was one of those people that could never, ever, ever touch diet. I hated the stuff, it tasted disgusting. But I've been drinking it so much, I can't tell the difference between diet and normal now. When we go out to a restaurant and I'm with my boyfriend, he hates the stuff. And before I drink it, I have to ask him if it's diet, because I can't tell. It's difficult to tell the difference now. But in a good way now, because I don't feel as fussy as what I used to. I know, you know, everything I'm saying may seem difficult at first when you're thinking, you have so many changes, I can't drink that much and stuff. It's not difficult, it's just something that, you know, you have to get into a routine of doing if you really want to lose weight. And it's the same with exercise. People, like, I hate exercise. I really don't like it. If I could get out of it, I would. But because of the diet I've been following, I don't need to exercise as much because I'm controlling my calories more than my exercise. But I still try to do it because it's good for me. I try to exercise once a day for an hour. And I'm not talking like, you know, vigorous jumping around, running and things like that. I just go out for a walk for an hour and I, you know, set that Endomondo up on my phone, set it all up, put it on for walking, and I burn about 250 calories for that hour's walk. And not only do I come back feeling refreshed, you know, clear head because I've been for a walk and things like that, but I feel good knowing that I've burnt calories doing it. And I've been doing it so much now that it's almost become like a religion for me. I have to walk every day, otherwise I feel really guilty if I don't. And there are days when I will go for a jog. And before, I couldn't run to the end of my street without getting worn out. I can now run 2 miles without stopping because I've just been doing it every day and I've been trying so hard to do it. And I realised I hadn't done a video in a long time and I just thought, why don't I share my achievements with everyone else? You know, I could help everyone else achieve their goals of weight loss and things like that, because I'm not one of those people that have loads of money to buy all this healthy food and things like that. And I'm not one of these people that can go to the gym every day. I've never been to it. I've been to the gym like twice in my life and that's it. And I've still managed to achieve this on my own without any of this. It's more just like, you know, calorie counting, exercise. You don't have to buy all these like machine and equipment and things like that, you know, like treadmills and things like that. Just go out, go for a walk. If you need to go to work or something like that and, you know, it's far but not too far and you, I don't know, you get a bus or you drive or something, just walk or take a bike. You may think, oh god, it's so long, but you think by the end of it, by the time you get there and you get home, you've burned a lot of calories and a lot of fat, and you do that every day and you eat good and the weight will just drop off. I went to my doctor and he didn't recognise it because I'd lost weight so quickly. Not dangerously quickly, but about 2 pounds a week, and that is the healthy rate, 2 pounds a week. Any more is you're under eating pretty much, or you know, if it's just due to exercise, then that's fine. And he asked me how I did it, and he kept asking because he just couldn't believe that I'd managed to do it so easily and so quickly. And it's because I just had willpower, you know. I never used to. I used to sit there and I'd see biscuits on the table and I'd think, oh, I need a biscuit. And I would actually have that, I don't know if you ever get it, you kind of get that feeling, you've just got to eat it. And you don't think to yourself, oh I shouldn't, you just think, I have to eat that biscuit. I have to eat all those biscuits until they're all gone, then I'm happy. And now, sometimes if I sit there and I see a biscuit on the table and I just think, I'm going to eat you, I just think to myself, it won't be the last time in the world I'll ever see those biscuits. You know, I will not have them today, and then if I have a day where I've been really good, I will have one then. And it helps massively. Like if my parents are ordering takeaway and, you know, I've already had one that month or something, or, you know, I want something healthy, I just think to myself, I will have a takeaway another time. I don't have to have it now. It's not the last time in the world I'll ever be able to eat a takeaway. I just won't have it now. And, you know, thinking things like that, it may seem stupid, but it really helps. And I mean, I know this is supposed to be like to help you lose weight and everything, and it doesn't really seem like one at the moment when I'm thinking about it, but I just hope that after watching it, you're taking everything that I've said and realise that it's easier than what you think. Dieting isn't difficult. You just need to know your limits, you need to know what you should be eating and things like that. I mean, I eat roughly between 1200 and 1500 calories a day, and that is guaranteeing me a safe and healthy weight loss. I lose between 1 to 2 pounds a week. And to help that, I weigh myself every 2 weeks. So if I have a bad week, I can still make up to it with my good week, like, you know, the next week. And I weigh myself every 2 weeks. I go to Boots to do it because it's the most accurate way to do it. And they give you the little tickets, and I just hang it up on the fridge, and I've got about 7, all of my weight loss. And every now and again, when I'm having a bit of a bad day, I just go over and have a look. And it makes me feel good because I think I've lost all that weight. Why would I now just let myself go and gain it all back? I mean, you're not going to just keep losing weight and never gain a bit. I went on holiday recently and I gained a few pounds after coming back. And I remember I almost felt heartbroken because I thought that's all my hard work just gone. And I was making it out like I just gained all of it back. I'd only gained like 3 or 4 pounds in a week, by the way. I ate that much. And yeah, I just thought about it and I thought, I lost it easily. Why don't I just do it again? It won't be difficult. 2 weeks and it'll be gone. Everything that I'd gained. And that's it. And it's easier than what everyone thinks. And I know I've said this about a million times already, but it really is. It's not, you know, you can't have meat, you just have to eat vegetables every day and things like that. Just control what you eat. Calorie count. I calorie count. Everyone says, oh, you shouldn't. But I do because it helps. I limit my portions, you know, I make sure I have healthy portions and things like that. And that's how I'm doing it. And if anyone is trying to lose the weight and has watched this video and still needs help, I mean, you can feel free to contact me and I'll get back to you and I will help you, you know, achieve your goals. I would love to help everyone achieve their goals of losing weight because I know how stressful it can be when, you know, you're big and you don't ever think you could lose the weight. I've been there, I've done it 1,000 times over. I make all my meals from scratch, and what I'm going to start doing is, you know, tutorials on how to make those meals, and I'm also going to write it on my blog as well. So if you're more reading and then cooking, that's fine, or if you prefer to watch and copy, that's fine. I'll do them both if it means I can help you. And, you know, I'm going to put all the nutritional information on there as well. And yeah, hopefully that will help a lot of people. I'm going to do vegetarian stuff as well for all those vegetarians who are trying to lose weight. And I'm just going to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So if you follow the links below in the tab, there'll be my Twitter, my Instagram and everything like that. I'll put pictures up on there and I'll put little updates on Twitter with, you know, different foods, substitutes and things like that. You know, instead of this, how about this? And hopefully I can help you guys. So yeah, comment, like and subscribe if you would like more on weight loss and, like, you know, recipes and things like that. And good luck. And remember, if you need help or you just want to chat about weight loss or anything like that, feel free to, you know, get in touch with me on my blog or here, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, thank you. Bye.